I've made this video before. I said I've made this video before. Welcome back to a freaking Squid Game review slash analysis. This video will contain heavy spoilers for Squid Game 2 and 1, I guess. So, yep. First of all, I want to say, my video about the first season, I did a lot of complaining, but I actually really did like the first season. I thought it was very good. It's just that when making content, I'm just having fun. I want to make something entertaining, and it's much easier to look at the freaking absurd things that happened instead of being like, yeah, this is just good television. Like, I don't know. It's much easier to come up with bad things to say than it is good. Although there were some really freaking stupid things that happened. But that's not really the case with this season. I'm not a freaking fan, man. I've been seeing people say they thought it was actually good. I don't really know what you're on about, man. This shit was something else. So, let's just get into it. I think my first big problem, the freaking length, man. It's not even a season, really. It's freaking, like, I don't know, half a season. So last season was 9 episodes, and the games, they started on episode 1. This season is 7 episodes, and the games, they start on episode 3. So, that's kind of, a problem because, last season we had 9 episodes to get attached to all of the characters. Obviously, people died, in the middle and whatever, but still, you had a lot of freaking time. This one, not so much, man. It's 5 episodes, essentially. And that's just not enough time. I mean, not a lot of people died anyways, so it's kind of just you didn't have enough time to get attached to them, and it didn't matter because they didn't die. And it just ends. It's not even an ending, really. It's just bizarre, but I'll get into that later. Let's get into another freaking. It's so freaking stupid. Alright, so to start things off, Jihan has been John Wick training arc, spending money, building an organization to try and freaking find the games, put an end to it. So it's been 3 years. They're on the hunt, and they finally get a lead. They find the salesman, the dude who slaps people in the face. So they find him, whatever, some shit happens, some people die or whatever, and then it's just Ji-hoon and the salesman, and they decide to play Russian roulette. So, I can understand maybe fucking playing 1 or 2 rounds, but freaking Ji-hoon, man, there's 2 clicks left. I don't know what the hell it's called at the moment, I forget, but whatever. 2 rounds left, so it's either you die this round or the other person dies the next round. 50-50. Now, the fuck are you doing, man? And he does it. Like, why the fuck are you doing, man? I don't understand why, because he wanted to get back in the games so that he could be tracked and people would know where he is, but still, why would you fucking risk that, man? The fuck is that? Freaking 3 years of your life you spent on this. After all you've been through, he freaking, I don't even remember this, but I think in season 1, he could have gone on a plane to see his daughter at the end, and he didn't, so he didn't get reunited with his daughter. He spent 3 years building up a team and training and trying to find them, and then all of that just to fucking, like, kill yourself, essentially. There's a 50% chance you kill yourself. Why the fuck would you just go along? That just kind of pissed me off a little bit. I don't know, man. Anyways, he pulls the trigger on the second to last round or whatever and doesn't die, meaning the other guy has to kill himself. To be fair, respect to him, he does, I guess. But, he works for the fucking game, so, like, it's kind of to be expected. Do your job, man. Then, I think this happened before, but whatever. He has a tracker hidden in his tooth, Jihan, that is. And he's also working with Mr. 1v40, the policeman from, if you remember my last video, uh, who got shot and fell off a cliff into water in the last season. Surprise, surprise. Like I predicted, he's not dead. And now he's working with Jihan. So Jihan is getting brought back to the games, and Mr. 1v40 is gonna work with Jihan's employees to try and find him. And that's where I guess the freaking useless side plot begins. Alright, so Mr. 1v40 has over the years been kind of trying to do the same thing at a lesser scale. He befriended a fisherman captain of a boat or whatever, and they've been out and about on the seas searching for like 3 years or whatever to no avail. But now they have the tracker, they have a team, so you would think they're in better shape, but that freaking leads to nothing. They never find shit. Turns out the Squid Game people, I don't know, they found the freaking tooth tracker, took it out. So, yep, they're kind of fucked there. They have a drone that they use to scout islands, and then something strange happens. The captain is late at night. He's messing with the drone. At first I thought like maybe this guy, he just wants to fucking go home because like this is going nowhere. They're not gonna find shit. He's realized the tracker's done. He just wants to go home. So that's what I thought was gonna happen, or what I thought was happening. But then someone sees him and he just kills them. So what the fuck is that? I guess he's working with the Squid Game people. It doesn't make any fucking sense, man. I don't see a scenario where that makes sense because he's been helping Mr. 1v40 for like 3 years now. So I don't think I mentioned this, but I think he was the guy that found Mr. 1v40 in the water after he got shot. So that was probably, I guess, intentionally planned or whatever, that he was found by that guy and then that guy's working for the Squid Games. But it just doesn't make sense because why would you help him look for 3 years? 3 years, like it doesn't make any sense. Like either you bring him home and leave him, or you bring him back to the island, or you just finish him off. Like, why the fuck would you put your organization at risk for 3 years? Like, even if he's maybe intentionally not letting him get too close, you're still crossing things off his list and narrowing down the search. It doesn't make any sense what the hell he's doing. So I don't get the purpose of the character. I guess we're gonna find out more in season 3, but I'm just so fucking confused. Like, why? How the hell are they gonna tie that together? Good luck to them, I guess. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Whatever. We also have another side plot that also leads to nothing. There is a random guard who we get to see a bit of the backstory of, and, you know, also get to see some of their perspective during the games or whatever. So, you know, kind of a, I guess, lawful evil character. I don't know. Doesn't really do anything of importance. I don't know. She tries to put people out of their misery instead of letting the others harvest their organs, I guess. And then some people assault her because she's doing that, and that's about where that ends off. We get nothing else. I mean, she stops doing it, so, you know, the freaking stupid storyline. She's trying to do something good, people attack her, threaten her, and she stops, and that's the story there. Obviously she's gonna probably return in season 3. Maybe not. That would be kind of funny if that's just the end of it. Guess we'll have to see what happens there, but just a freaking waste of time, man. I do have a theory, but I'll get into that later. What else do we got? I gotta talk about, I don't know, just the vibes, man, of the freaking season. Specifically, there's one instance that really, like, overall, it was, I think, worse than the first one, but this specific instance is it's just so freaking insane, man. So I'm gonna play a clip and then talk about it. And this whole game just pissed me off, man. Freaking goofy music. Just carnival music or whatever. It just does not fit the vibe at all. Threw me off so much. Couldn't freaking get into it at all with that stupid fucking music. Also, I feel like, you know, when they're doing their celebration, it's like, woo! I guess people, you know, are all different, have different reactions and stuff, but me personally, if I'm there, I'm probably just gonna sigh of relief and like then lock the fuck in, go to the next one. You don't fucking stop to celebrate. Woo! And shut the fuck up, man. Lock the fuck in. And I feel like also maybe this wasn't as prominent. I kind of felt like the same was true when they lost. It kind of felt more like, aw. Oh man. Kind of felt like that, sort of. Like as if they just lost the game with no stakes or something. It kind of felt that way for certain parts, even if that isn't the case, if you don't feel that way. Also, just yelling at the person who failed isn't gonna help. You just go, fucking shit, man, and then lock in, try again. You don't fucking start screaming, go like, ah! You know, shut the fuck up and lock in, bro. That's it. I don't know. Also, freaking, this just needs to be talked about. This dude right here is way too fucking happy, man. Look at that fucking... Bro, it's not over. Why the fuck are you looking that happy? Also, I kind of felt like, you know, people were just goofing off a little bit. They weren't acting very serious. I kind of got that vibe as well. It's just freaking, I mean, it's been a while since I saw the first season, but I don't think they did that like at all, really. I don't remember that. But this season just feels like a lot more goofing around. It's just fucking completely ruins the vibe. I don't know. I guess speaking of goofing off, this is an instance where it's done well. We got my main man, Thanos, by far probably the most entertaining character, you know. You're welcome back, my friends. You know, love-hate relationship with that guy. He's definitely by far the most entertaining, but he's also a fucking knob. So, is what it is. But, him, I don't have too much to say about, really. What I have to talk about is his enemy, whatever, Mr. MG Coin, player 333. So this character, it's just a stupid fucking character. I don't really understand what they were going for. So this guy, he was a freaking crypto YouTuber who scammed all of his fans, including his girlfriend, and then his girlfriend was pregnant and he abandoned her. I don't know if he scammed her before or after he knew she was pregnant, because either he scammed her, then found out she was pregnant. Okay, well, here's the thing. After the scam, I think the girlfriend broke up with him. So, I mean, that kind of shields him a little bit, but not really that much, man, because obviously, so he scams his girlfriend, she breaks up with him, then I don't know if she tells him that she's pregnant and she wants to stay, I don't know, maintain a relationship for the child, and bro just dips and cuts all contact. Or the alternative is he already knew she was pregnant, then fucking scammed her. And then when she broke up with him, he fucking was like, fuck you. Freaking imagine that. Freaking scamming your pregnant girlfriend. But here's the thing. In the show, this character's a fucking victim because Thanos and Player 124, his homeboy, are also victims of MG Coin's scam. So they just are constantly bullying him. So, like, it's kind of, whose side am I supposed to be on here? Because on one side, you have a freaking scammer who abandoned his child's mother. And on the other side, you just have a bunch of dickheads. So I don't feel bad for MG Coin, but I also don't like Thanos and Player 124. I don't like anyone there except for the girl. So, like, yeah, I don't want them to get back together. I don't know, man. I just didn't really know how to feel about that. It just was kind of a weird story that I don't know what they were going for. So I wasn't a fan of that. Another stupid character that I don't like at all. The stupid freaking witch lady trying to do voodoo and the dark arts or whatever. I don't fucking know. I did not like her at all. She didn't really serve any purpose other than just being annoying. She was I guess, the reason that they played another game. Because what's different about this season is after every game, you get to vote if you want to leave. And, like, of course, they freaking have to stay in. Might as well. Whatever. But I think one of the times they voted, and there's one vote left, and it's a player who's in the past voted to leave. So you think, oh, we're fine. But nope. Apparently, she'd been persuaded by this freaking witch bitch and voted to continue. How great is that? Stupid character doesn't really do anything except for annoy you. I don't know. Like, she's not a good villain. Like, Thanos, I can understand him. Like, he's just a fucking dick. But this lady, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't like her at all. What else do we have? Yes, we're getting closer to the end now. So, I haven't addressed this at all, but last season, player one was the old man who was secretly one of the Squid Game people. And this season, player one is the front man who is the leader of the Squid Game people, and he's just playing the games just like last season. The brother of Mr. 1v40, we learned that at the end of last season. And this guy, again, I think an issue with this season as well is just people's intentions are just so hard to read. Like, I don't know what the fuck the deal is with like half of the characters, man. This guy, he's playing Among Us. He's the imposter, I guess. I guess not. I don't know, because he doesn't really do anything to try and harm anyone. He just is trying to stay alive until the end, because in the end, Jihan plans a rebellion to steal the guards' guns and take everything down. And so here's where I'm a bit confused, because player one, he joins them. So I don't know why he does that. Like, why would you not just stand back? I don't know. He goes with the squad of people who are good with guns, I guess, and are gonna fight. He could have just stayed back, probably. I don't know why you would go with them. Maybe it was so, like, he could make sure they didn't get too far, because he didn't trust that everyone else would win on their own. I don't know. Maybe that's it. But he's freaking shooting his own men and helping them. So if he didn't do that, they probably would have also lost. So I don't really get that. I also think he could have taken out the rebels way earlier. So I just don't really know his intentions there. Just kind of bizarre. Then get to the end where Jihan loses. The other members of the rebellion are all dead, and Jihan is captured. Another weird thing is player one doesn't reveal that he's the front man yet, but also I think at some point he tells Jihan his name, and I think Mr. 1v40, player one's brother, has also told Jihan his brother's name. I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I think both people have told Jihan the same name. So I don't know why that's not addressed at all. Like, I think Jihan gives him a funny look when he says his name, but that's all. So I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Like, why wasn't that dug a bit deeper into? Unless I'm just schizophrenic and imagined that Mr. 1v40 told Jihan his brother's name. So anyway, it ends off with Jihan being captured. That's not a fucking ending, man. The fuck is that? Like, I feel like there's only a couple possibilities of what can happen next. Obviously, the beginning of season one, you didn't know what was going to happen because it's the beginning. At the end of season one, you had no idea what was going to happen next. But, at the end of season two, I feel like there's only a few things that can happen. It's just not really a great cliffhanger, I feel. I guess we're going to get into my theories of what I think might happen. Also, another random thing, I've been seeing a lot of TikToks and stuff about this season. There's also a lot of just random stupid theories, I think. This random player actually is working with the enemy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Or like, oh, this character from season 1 might actually not be dead. But like, freaking bro, I don't think you freaking understand the whole point of the show is that they're freaking killing these players. Why the fuck would they just allow some random player to live? It just makes no fucking sense. It's always a possibility they do that, you know? They did it with player 1, but like that's one exception, you know? If they do it again, it's just fucking stupid. Then it's just you can't trust anything they do anymore, you know? It's just pointless. So I think most of the freaking theories people have been doing are stupid, but my theories obviously are 100% accurate. Here's the thing. Next season, I guess realistically, obvious. I mean this is actually 100%. Like either they kill him or they don't. Is the thing. And also, I highly doubt they're gonna fucking just season 3 episode 1 just kill him right there. Although that would be a fucking absolutely baller move. And I would have so much respect if they did that. Season 3, episode 1, a minute in, they fucking shoot him in the head and he's done. That would be freaking badass, man. Because then I would not know what to expect at all. But I highly doubt they're going to do that. So, what other options do we have? I don't know, just put him back in the games because that's probably what the investors want. I feel like that's probably the most likely scenario, but it's also, I don't know, kind of boring. So, I don't know, maybe they don't tell us at all what they do and it's revealed later on, or they like do some weird thing where they make you think he died, but he didn't really. That's also a possibility. I don't know. But here's what's actually gonna happen. Here's the dark horse. What I think's gonna happen is they lock him up. They really don't have a reason to lock him up except for maybe they don't know what to do with him either because they don't want to just kill him because he's, you know, the winner, but they don't want to allow him to go back because he might try something, so maybe they just lock him up. And then the random fucking guard from earlier, she's the one that breaks him out. Hear me out, man. I feel like how the fuck else is that character gonna contribute in any major way? Because her contribution, it's either she does that or she fucking does fuck all and maybe tries to help like the others escape and dies. I feel like those are the two fucking options, and option 2 just sounds so boring and that character was kind of not that useful at all. So I'm just gonna go full on what I think the exact plot will be, and we'll see how accurate it is. Maybe it's 100% off, maybe it's 100% accurate. So what I think happens the next season is going to be, start things off, Jihan gets imprisoned, the games go on, a couple semi-important characters probably die, the squad, or whatever, Mr. 1v40 and the crew, maybe they find out that the captain is an imposter and they get information out of him to find out where the island is. Then they find it kind of during this time. Jihan is broken out by that one random guard. You know, they kind of escape, but they run into Mr. 1v40 and the crew. The crew is like, all right, let's go home, notify the authorities, get like a full fucking army on this shit, and let's finally take these bastards down. But Jihan, he's like, no, I need to save the people who are there now. I'm going back in. And then, oh, Mr. 1v40 is like, I'll go with you because his brother's there, and he knows his brother's the front man, but still hasn't told anyone. I don't know what's up with that. He goes with him. Probably some more games are happening. Maybe some more characters die. Jihan and Mr. 1v40 confront the front man. I'm assuming one of the good guys dies. One of the two, either Jihan or Mr. 1v40. But they do take down the front man, and then, you know, they're starting to get control. Army arrives. There's a big fight or whatever. Probably some more of the players die, and I don't know. The games have ended now, and That's it. I don't know. That's my prediction. I don't know, man. We'll see how that goes. I guess this is a tradition now, so I'll probably be there to review season 3 when it comes out. I think luckily there's not going to be as long as a wait as this time, because if there was, that would be bullshit, because they just freaking ended it like with half of a season. But yeah, that's about it, I think. Oh yeah, I'm not going to do it now, but at some point I'm going to do like a tier list or ranking of all of the random things I've reviewed. I don't know if I did that in one of my other videos, but I've been planning on doing that. So if I've done it before, then I'm going to update it, but if not, I'm going to do a ranking of all of the things that I've reviewed at some point. You know, for example, Mr. Bean's Holiday, the Olivia Rodrigo album, Squid Game. You can expect that at some point in time. I don't know when, but I'm out of here.